It's Week 4 of the NFL, and we'll see Deontay Johnson. He's coming off a game where he had the hot hands, over 160 yards receiving. It's the Steelers and the Jets, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the New York Jets and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Brandon Garden, Charles Davis with you. CD, you look at the Steelers in this matchup. They're squaring off against a very tough unit to throw against.
And this is not one of the better passing offenses in the league to begin with, Brandon. And to illustrate that point, they're down near the bottom of the power ranking, so the focus is going to need to be on possession-type throws. Whether they're trying to use their running backs or tight ends a little bit more, the big thing is to make sure the quarterback gets it out of his hands quickly to his receivers, and they hope to gain an advantage that way.
2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Here come the Steelers for the first time in this game with their free agent signing at quarterback, the former #2 overall pick, Mitchell Trubisky.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting on a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
A first carry for the second-year man. It's Najee Harris. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Now it's Trubisky. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Nice play on the football, and while it was tipped in the air and made everyone a little bit anxious before falling to the ground, you just know defensive players are taught to knock the ball to the ground. But early in games, emotions come into play, nerves come into play, and despite the training, the ball was tipped up. Fortunately for them, they didn't pay for that error.
Not the best of starts here offensively. You're back home. You lost a couple games in a row, and here's an early 3-and-out to start things off.
And I think they were counting on being at home and having the home crowd carry them along a little bit to help things get better. But the bottom line is you don't get the crowd involved until you play better. They've got to create some first downs, some big plays, things of that nature to make sure that the crowd is right there with them.
We get our first look at this New York Jets offense, really retooled the last couple of seasons. And at the helm under center, second overall pick from 2021 out of BYU, Zach Wilson.
It was an educational rookie season for Zach Wilson, who was drafted to be the eventual face of the Jets as the team worked through a lengthy rebuild. 2,300 yards and 9 touchdowns as a rookie. He did miss some time mid-season with an injury, but I really like the work that the Jets have done to put people around him and give him his best opportunity to be not only the face of this franchise, but get him back into perennial playoff contention.
Alex Highsmith there on the tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing is Wilson. That is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now it's Wilson. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
From the 45 on second down, Wilson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Steelers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Trubisky's throwing into the hands of Pickens. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. On second down, this is Harris. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The Steelers at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because, let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Normally he's pretty reliable, usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
On third down, Trubisky. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And now they are in prime position, 1st and goal after the interception and return. They'll look to make it pay off for 6 points. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Zach Wilson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short. End up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. Only able to gain a couple there. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And here comes Berrios. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Now Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 8 catches, 86 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 12 yards there, and the